Hey everyone, welcome back to the Angel Baby Show. This is our last segment. I'm Ava Lynn, and
Yeah.
Elise was just talking to us about acting tips, talking about branding, which is really important. Kind of something that I've always struggled with, because I just feel like I want to do everything. I want to be a singer, a dancer, like a broadcast journalist, and it's hard for me to find an avenue, but there's also that, kind of triple threat that you can find yourself in. The more things you can do, the better.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I was just gonna kind of close out today by talking about dancing. Kind of a refreshing topic for me because not a lot of people know I dance. It's really not on my Instagram. I remember even when I was on varsity dance in high school, some people didn't even know I was on the team. I just never really talk about it. I never advertise it. I think for a lot of different reasons, I did cheer and soccer growing up. I've always been in dance, but I never really took it too seriously. Did a little bit of competition, um, but I guess I don't know. I just have never really pursued it, never taken it seriously. But once you get to college, I think you kind of start to miss things that are part of your everyday life before you go to
Right.
college, like random things like taking photos or, going outside on a walk with your family.
Journaling or
Yeah,
yeah.
journaling, random things that were part of your everyday life in high school, and then you just forget to incorporate into your new college lifestyle. So, I think it was just last semester I really started missing dance. I started like that was like my main bread and butter in high school. Like honestly, I would consider myself more of a dancer than a singer in high school just cuz it was an everyday competitive situation.
Yeah. And
And
you and not to cut in, but
no, yeah.
you I went to a different high school than you. My school didn't have sports, but you had practices every day after school. You would get home at like 10 o'clock at night from dance. You guys were all and Ava's dance team at Cathedral. That was a big reason why you went to Cathedral was because of
Yeah.
the dance team's reputation. And your team was absolutely fabulous. You were fabulous. And I remember
Yeah.
I would drive all the way home from college just to go to your like spring and Christmas performances because you guys to me were like the Rockettes. I mean, this was another level of like competitive, intense, rigorous dance. And so I think that you need to like hype yourself up and know that
No.
like you weren't just
Yeah,
like practicing dance. Like you weren't just taking dance classes. You were
no, yeah. I mean, I think Southern California competitive dance teams are just a different world. Like, I don't think people fully grasp how competitive it is, how intense it is. Um, the high school specifically I was at was a lot of wealth, a lot of really, really, really intense competitive dancers. And I truly was kind of coming off fresh face, did not know like the ropes of, what dance studio to go to, where to train, everything like that. So I kind of grew throughout high school. And my team grew too. The year after I graduated, they won nationals, and we had like crazy dancers, like So You Think You Can Dance dancers that are on like some of the best college teams now. Um, so for me, I just never felt like I was a dancer, but at the same time, I never felt like I was a singer. So I just kind of felt like I was like fulfilling all these different roles. But now in college, I really do feel like a dancer. It was a huge part of my life. So I'm really excited. I'm taking a ballet class just through the school, which I'm really excited about. A little bit nervous. I haven't taken ballet in a while. I used to be on point. Elise used to be on point too. And then Elise was a dancer actually too. And she never mentions it because I kind of like took the like dancer role in the family. But Elise is a dancer too. So Elise is also taking a dance class.
right.
But yeah,
Well,
besides that,
but mine's like my three friends and my roommates and I were taking like a funny like chill class, but we did cheerleading in North Carolina, so I went from dance to cheerleading. And then when we moved to California, I was a little bit older and my school wasn't like a sporty school. We didn't have cheer, we didn't have dance, but Ava, her freshman year in high school, started this competitive dance
yeah.
team. So Ava really did kind of progress to like to, in my opinion, like an advanced professional dancer. The rest of us just kind of like dabbled in it.
Yeah.
But
It's funny though, what kind of prompted me to get back into dance, I was trying to think back. I was like, it was kind of last semester. I was like, what made me want to do dance again? Because I was kind of scarred in like a lot of different ways. And
yeah.
I realized it was actually this DCC camp, that Dallas Cowboy cheerleader camp, that my mom signed me up for Christmas. It was like a Christmas birthday gift. And I went with my friend in high school who was on the dance team with me. I was so nervous because I'm like, I'm about to like enter the Texas professional like dancer cheerleading world. I was
Yeah.
so scared to see those girls. Like they just seemed so intimidating. I went, I forgot how much I miss dancing. I forgot how much I love performing. And that was another part of, the aspect of dancing that I wanted to bring into this show today, is dancing for me is really important for live performances that I do. The
Yes.
more I feel comfortable dancing in front of a crowd on stage, the better I am when it comes to live performances and singing in front of people. It all goes together, the broadcasting thing that I did, and the, you know, dancing that I did in front of football crowds and stages and a bunch of different stuff. And then also just the singing that I do, it all kind of coincide. It all just comes together in like this perfect, little bubble of like performances, live performances. And, when you think about performers, Taylor Swift, Doja Cat, Harry Styles, they all pretty much, anyone that's in the like the kind of upbeat pop era, they all incorporate some type of dancing, and they don't have to be like good at it. They don't have to be Britney Spears, but they all, have to be comfortable with moving their bodies on stage. So that's kind of another driving factor behind why I want to pick up dancing again. Besides the fact that I miss it and it makes me super happy, it is really good for my performances. And I actually have a solo this year in acapella, and I help choreograph for my acapella team. So I will be, having to choreograph myself when it comes to this, live performance of this Ariana Grande song that's upbeat and fun. And anyway, I'm excited to get back into dancing. I think it's going to make me feel way more comfortable on stage. Um, and I'm very excited. I know like anyone that was a student athlete in high school or even in college, there that sport is such a big part of your life that you almost take it for granted when it's gone, or when it's gone, you realize how much you took it for granted, because it was such a huge part of your life. Literally all of my friends, my best friends in high school, the girls in my life, were all on my dance team. It was just a massive part of my life. So I'm excited to get back into it. I've been trying to stretch and condition before I get back into classes. Elise sees me in the living room. I'll be doing like dancer Pilates.
Pilates.
Yeah.
And
Like,
it's intense. I
I'm
like, and you're like, do you want to do it with me? And I'm like, no,
like,
no. I
no, but
cannot.
it's really healthy, like especially in college, I think, to focus on like physical health. Because if you're going out, if you're not sleeping, like you just need to find the time to like make sure that you're physically doing okay, and not exhausted all the time.
Mhm.
But anyway, very long-winded. I'm excited to get back into it.
So
Because
excited to watch you. And I told Ava, what Ava's also helped me with is like before working out, stretching, which is something that I've never done. Ava still has all of her splits, by the way, after like taking a break from dance and for I don't know, 2 years, which to me is insane. And Ava has been leading me in stretches. And I think that just even I think just dances, I like personally would like to do more dance just to like, I think it's so good for like your posture and your movement and the way that you walk around and the way that you enter a room. You can tell when people have had dance in their life, and it's so just attractive. Like it's very like you really want to like, you're drawn to people that have like a grace about them from the way they move. So
yeah.
um I
No,
can't
and
wait to
if
see.
if you're at least like you're taking a dance class with your roommates who are lacrosse girls, Um,
Yeah.
and dance is one of those things that's really fun to be like, let's just go to a dance class, because
Yeah.
if you walk into that class and you're like, I'm here to have fun, I'm here to learn, I'm not here to like be a professional Dancing with the Stars, you know, dancer, it's so much fun. And it's intimidating at first, but then it's so much fun after you're done with the class. It's way better to walk in with that attitude. But with all of that said, I feel like we've had a crazy episode today. We've been all over talking about Snow White, then eating habits, and then packing for college, and then acting and branding, and then dancing. So hopefully you got,
Something.
something out of all of the different things. But we are going to close today by thanking, obviously, the people that listen and support us. We have some really funny, actually, we know one of our top listeners, but our number one listener is Man Mohan. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I think he or she was on our top list the last,
Yeah.
the last time we did
So
some shout
thank
outs.
you.
Yeah, so thanks. And then number 2 is Brady Harris. It's kind of a cute name. And then number 3 is Michael Sweeney, who we actually know. He goes to college with us. So thanks, Michael Sweeney.
Yes.
And then number 4 is Amanda Diaz.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So
You
thank you
guys.
guys for listening. So sweet. Um, we, follow us on Instagram, DM us. We still have our little giveaway with Noelle Crooks, her book Under the Influence. It's like a Devil Wears Prada type book. We still have that going on. So DM me if you want a copy of her book. DM us and we will totally give it to you. We're excited to promote her book. It's really interesting. And if you missed that episode, it was last episode 10, right? We're on episode 11. So that was
We're on episode 11.
yeah,
Yeah.
exciting.
Crazy.
But yeah, no, in our top countries were, this is so fun to us. We like have such a fun time doing this. But United States, United Kingdom, Finland, India, Spain, Canada, and Peru in the last 7 days.
Shout out.
So shout out. That is so exciting. We have Jeremiah Higgins giving us our little, breakdown of everyone who listens. So we see all of you, we love all of you, and we thank all of you for listening. It's very exciting. But yeah, this was a very fun episode 11. Thank you, Dr. D, our sound engineer, for making us sound great. We're trying to upload new music. I'll be uploading my new music hopefully soon,
Guys.
so you guys can listen. And but yeah, no, this episode we kind of tried to do some back to school Britney Spears type, but maybe we'll put in some 1989 Taylor Swift, maybe even Snow White. I don't know. You'll see. But yeah, thank you, Dr. D, for our sound engineer, and thank you, Jeremiah Higgins, our executive producer, for making all of this happen. I'm Ava Lynn.
And I'm Elise.
This is the Angel Baby Show, and we're so grateful to have you all here. And we will see you next time on episode 12.